All right. So we are here in round 3 of Dragons of DTK Draft. Just got off a fairly rough loss, but this I can keep this. Yeah, I can definitely keep this. I don't know if we'll ever get to use it, but I suppose Salt Road, Quartermasters, and Flame Rush Rider are something of a combo if you have a ton of mana. And that you can take the counters off right before they die. Irish Shaman's nice. I'm going to play this Lightning Berserker. It's going to look real bad. And it kind of is. Especially in this hand. But it might be able to... I mean, my goal for this is to get a few points of damage and then trade it up. I will definitely attack next turn and potentially trade it for any 2-powered guy. Or 2 toughness guy. I will happily trade it for that guy. Actually, and I'm probably just going to swing either way and pump either way because I don't really have another play. I think the next play then is Alesha, who smiles at death. Sure. And this is kind of all I asked of this card. Was that it, well, ideally does some damage and then trades. And this guy didn't get to do damage, but he traded. And hopefully that will open up the way for some of my more aggressive cards. Or more impressive cards, I suppose. That card's about as aggressive as they come. This badger again. Or bear. Doesn't that look like a badger? I'm going to just call it a badger. This is now Dragon Scarred Badger for the rest of the draft. This holds off the badger pretty well. So you can't have it be like... have like a white face and teeth and look like a badger and call it a bear. It's just... disrespectful to bears or badgers. Somebody somewhere is getting disrespected. I mean, so this is one of those things where it's people want their rares to do a whole lot, and sometimes your rare is just a 3/2 with first strike with a bunch of text that doesn't actually mean anything on it, and that's fine. Like 3/2 first strike, sign me up. Especially when it's holding off badgers. Chad is pointing out not to copy Alesha with Flame Rush Rider. I do realize that. I actually mentioned a play where we copied an opponent's legendary in the first game. We didn't end up making it. Okay. Huh. So this says trick. I think I'm actually pretty okay with the trick, with trading off for a trick here. I think that being able to keep him from blocking some of these guys will be helpful, and I think a trick is one of the ways that he gets in the way. Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. Like, we take a little bit of damage and lose a card, but we have other ways of stopping the badger. We could have gone into race mode. I don't know. Maybe that would have been better, but I think that he was more likely to use a trick there because I think he might have worried that card was better than it was. If he attacks again, I still think I'm happy with trading. He's been very, very keen to trade. I'm wondering actually if he has some sort of way of getting cards back. Sure. I am not terribly impressed with that card. If he wants to exploit, I'd be happy. He does not. I don't know. That just doesn't seem very impressive to me. If he attacks here, I actually will not block, because then I can dash the Flame Rush Rider and hit him with 2 Summit Prowlers. Excellent. Ooh, that makes that a lot better. Do I? Yeah, and I think I do dash here. Yeah, I dash here and hit him for 11. And then if we draw a land, we can just do the same thing again? Well, I guess I don't necessarily hit him for 11. He might block here. But that's fine. That keeps him off of Formidable. And now he might have to leave the Badger back. Or he could have a trick. He does not, and he does not block. So yeah, we would love a land. Yeah, so what he would need here is 3 power and still be able to keep up 2 mana if he wants to be able to block and regen. Or trick. I think what I do here then... Oh, I just draw a land. So the question is, do I make him have something that kills a creature? And just go for the win. I think I do. Just because he's in really bad shape. Like, I very well may not win. The question is, what happens if I do this and he does have removal before I attack? I've kind of just 2 for 1 myself. Then he hits me back for 5. But what are my other plays? I think I just have to hope that his trick is a pump spell. Nice. All right, he didn't have it. That was a risky play. And I think we kind of had to make it. Because even if he does have a play there, I think in that case, like if let's say he kills the Dasher in response, or I guess he could kill the Yeti in response. I don't know. Yeah, that was I knew we were vulnerable there, but I think it was worth the risk. So what is he doing? He was very happy to trade, which makes me think that his plan is to go long. Which makes me happy. But I really don't feel like we saw enough. Like, he is green, which usually lose column is good against green, but I don't... Like, that didn't seem like his kind of deck. Or, like, we didn't see enough of that deck. It's green-black. Yeah, let's just run it back and try and get some more information. Yeah, I would like a 2-1 out of this deck. Like, I feel like I definitely... I wish I would have lost to a different deck, to be honest. But I feel like I won't be too upset if I 2-1. But if I won 2, I'm also not going to be that shocked. I think this deck has problems. But this was a weird draft. Like, I think that people might have bit a little bit hard on their rares. And I think that we might have had a pretty underpowered pack 1. But we'll see. You know, sometimes drafts just go weird. Sure. I like this, actually. So this is exile that token. I just want to make sure that, yeah, when it dies. So they can still block the Smoldering Your Feet token to do 2 to us, which is a little bit sketchy. But, I kind of like this hand. Oops, did I take... So now, I mean, we do have a choice of do we, pump this or develop our board. And I think it's a pretty obvious develop our board. Though I will offer up trades aggressively and kind of just use like a threat of activation. Okay, well that's not an ideal draw there. Yeah, I would love to start drawing some, or, draw land. That would be nice. Summer Prowler was a fine draw, assuming we get the lands for it. What do we got? Deathwind for 1? Sure. I will gladly let you use premium removal on my kind of crappy creature. Again, I really do not want to see these green creatures until I see some more lands. I actually don't have a play this turn. It's a little bit concerning. Is Deathwind an instant? Yeah, so they could have just waited for me to pump mana in, but I guess they wanted to be mana efficient. Okay. So now this really makes me need lands. I still stand by that attack because again, like there's just having this Flame Rush Rider and a big beefer with a trick can get out of hand very, very quickly. I do need lands, though. Okay. That's not something that I wanted to see right there, but also not what I want to see there. I think I do, if he attacks, do the same thing where I just see what trick is in his hand. This guy's not critical to my game plan. But I don't think I try and race him. I think I will offer the trade. And I probably will actually trade this guy off too, because I'm pretty far away from turning him face up, and I would like to have the way as clear for this Flame Rush Rider as I can, if it ever gets there. Oof. Well, we have one of those. That's really good for him, because now he has Formidable. So now they're both trample, and he can regenerate that guy. Oh, good. So I think we play the Summit Prowler here. I think I will keep... I would not mind ripping another forest. If he wants to race, I'm really okay with that. That is the one nice thing about this spot. Sure. I think I just take this. I could double block, but I would lose 2 of my guys. And another forest gets me a good blocker. I mean, honestly, he is... Well, if he doesn't have a blocker here, he's in a lot of trouble. I'm sure he does, but... So does that put... Yeah, that puts me dead on the crackback, so I can't just Flame Rush Rider. That sucks. Hmm. Can I do anything? Flip this guy up. Get a Beast Breaker. It's not enough. I think I attack with a Summer Prowler. Okay, he took it, which I'm really happy to see. This has me with Battle Rage up. I mean, if he has a trick, I'm pretty much dead. But there's a line where he swings all out. Yeah, I just don't like this position. But so he attacks all out. I will block. So I think I need to block with 2 of these guys. Well, if he drops somebody, then I think I'm in trouble. But so let's see. So if I attack with this guy and the Flame Brush Rider, that's only 11 points of damage. So I think I actually block here and just... I mean, I don't know why he attacks there if he doesn't have a trick. So I'm pretty sure I'm dead, but I think that this is my only way to get out. Butcher's Glee. Yeah, so that just... Wait. Wow, that was really greedy of him. He Butcher's Gleed. Yeah, so what if he Butchered Gleed here, I was dead and he was... Well, that was really, really greedy. And I think he's going to get punished to death for it. Unless he has something else. Because First Strike is going to knock it out of combat. So he's not going to gain any life. And the trample's not going to matter. So he could still have something here. But if he would have just put that on the elk... he would have had 10 damage, and he would have gained... Oh, yeah, he has another trick. That's unfortunate. Oh, is he just regenerating it? No. Prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn. If you control a creature with power 4 greater... Oh, that's a bummer. So he still wins. But he showed me that he's playing a fog. That's really a bummer. Yeah. Well, so I don't know if he was doing that to try and get more information from me, in which case it was a good play, but that sucks. I think I just run it back again. I don't know. These last 2 games I have not, or these last 2 matches I have not lost in fun ways. I don't think that card is terribly playable. Maybe it is, but I just don't. I don't see why he doesn't just Butcher's Glee the 5/5 and then I don't know. But I think I can beat this guy. I don't know why. I think getting screwed on lands there really hurt. Like, I had 2 blank draws. the Deathwind probably ended up being the correct play, but I think that if I had drawn reasonable amount of lands, I wouldn't have ended up pumping that guy for the entirety of the game. In which case, that Deathwind could have made a big difference. He does have some stuff to disrupt what we're trying to do, which is unfortunate, because this deck is not very robust. I would like to play first. I think I can keep this. He's mulliganed to 6. Okay, and he stayed at 6. I like that with the Battle Rage. That could do some work. I love this Hardened Berserker. Like, he's just a cool card and a good card. Ah, right on time. Yeah, I think the lurking Arnix is great into an empty board because, like you kind of need to double block him. Oh, well, that's a real bummer. But I think I just hit him for 5 here with the Sprinting Warbrute. I could offer. I mean, yeah. I did a little bit poo-poo that guy during the draft. He certainly stopped me there, but it stopped me kind of. Like, I still get in for a bunch of damage, which is what I needed to be doing. I think if I would have had the land there, I probably wouldn't have dashed that guy. I would, because I'd really love to develop my board. But, that was a Lava Axe with free rebound. So far. It's not attacking. Okay, so this time I could Beastbreaker end Aspirant, but I think I just hit him again. I think I'm just going to hit him until he has a way to stop me, which he might. Like, he could have a pump spell, like he could have a bunch of stuff, but feeling okay. I'd feel better with lands, but that's kind of been the story of most of this game, or most of these matches. Yeah, so I'm sure he has that ride down, but that's okay. Like, he doesn't get trample off of it. Not ride down. The tread. Yeah, tread upon. Fine. I don't think I really had a choice there. I'd love another land because then this Onyx would just get that guy out of the way. But okay, he's attacking here, which is interesting. Yep. I just need lands. Like, I am really sick of losing games to just not having any lands. He's not quite formidable yet. So he doesn't have trample, but I don't feel the need to, like, I don't want to trade these guys away. I can't even activate this guy. Like, I'm one away from formidable, but I also just don't have the... I don't have the mana to do it. Yep, and he's... I mean... Not much to be done there. Taking a bunch of damage. That's also not a land. I mean, I'm almost to the point where I need to 2-for-1 myself with a Battle Rage, but I'm worried that he has a Deathwind or something that would just blow me out. I don't know what to do here. I'm formidable now. He's tapping a bunch of mana. Noxious Dragon. Yeah. I'd probably just lose to Mana Screw again. At least it's something I can play. I think I still am pretty okay to fault, like... I think I will live long enough that Falter is a finisher, but... This is awful. I guess I can double block. I'm sure he has a trick, but I don't really have a choice. And I'm really not okay with this. Like, before I was fine to bait out tricks, but like... Grim Contest, sure. And I lose. Well, that was pretty disappointing. I finally got my 5th land. On turn 9, right when you expect that. Yeah. Oh wait, what? Okay, I did win 1 pack. Yeah, I don't think that this deck was amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but I feel like I feel like it was better than the competition. In actually every one of our pairings. I think that this was a very weak like the packs at least pack 1 were very weak, and so I think people might have had trouble reading signals, myself included. But that was a bit disappointing. I'm going to call the stream here. Thanks for watching.